So, hello students. I hope you are all fine and safe at home. Today, first of all, we will recall the previous chapter and connect it to the new chapter, that is chapter number 6, the tissues. Okay. So, let's recall first. We have in previous chapter we have studied that cell is the fundamental unit of life. Okay, we studied all the different structures, the cell organelles, the structure of cell. We studied about the different functions of the different cell organelles of the cell in detail. We also studied about the two types of organisms, the unicellular organism and the multicellular organism. For example, amoeba. Amoeba is a unicellular organism. It has a single cell in its body, and this single cell performs all the basic life activities. For example, in this amoeba, the movement of the cell, the intake of the food, the respiration, the digestion, and excretion, etc. All these activities are done by a single cell, because amoeba is made up of a single cell. Okay, but what happens in the multicellular organisms, where these organisms, they have millions of cells? For example, human body, insect, a plant body, a tree. All these are the examples of the multicellular organism. Yes, of course, their body is also made up of a fundamental unit called cell, but these cells, they make a group. The similar cells which are similar in structure, they make a group and they start performing a similar function, and this group of cell is known as tissue. This is the name of the new chapter, that is chapter number 6, tissues. Tissues are the group of cells that are similar in functions, similar in structure and origin. They came from the same parent cell and perform similar function. And the term tissue was coined by Bichat in 1792. So I told you that a group of tissues, group of cells, they form a tissue, and this study of tissue is known as histology. It is founded by Marcello Malpighi. Okay. Now, why in multicellular organisms the cells, they work in groups, that is in tissues? Because the multicellular organisms, the structure is quite complex. They have millions of cells, and to systematize the different functions of the body, there is the cells show division of labor. Labor means functions को divide कर दिया जाता है different cells में, and each cell performs a particular function, or each group of cell perform particular function efficiently, and such groups are known as tissues. Okay, let us understand it more. For example, say muscular cells, or in this figure, in this picture, this is the cell. When this form group, for example, we have taken the example of the cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscles is a kind of muscular tissue. okay, muscular tissue. And these muscle cells, they contract and relax to bring movement in the heart. The heart is shown. Heart is the organ. What is heart is the organ means the tissues become organized to form organs, okay, and organs become organized to form systems. There are many systems in human body. For example, circulatory system, digestive system, respiratory system, excretory system, nervous system, and all these systems work independently, but together they coordinate and form a human body. Okay, so the labor, the functions, the work is divided among different systems, and these systems are made up of organs. These organs are made up of tissues, and tissues are made up of cells. If we talk about in plants, there are vascular tissues that conduct water and food from one part of the plant to the other. So in multicellular organism, because they show division of labor, and the whole body is well coordinated. I mean to say, एक सिंगल, जैसे अमीबा में आपने पढ़ा कि एक सिंगल ऑर्गेनिज्म जो है वो पूरा काम करता है, उसका एक ही सेल पूरा काम करता है, बट इन मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म क्योंकि मिलियंस ऑफ सेल्स होते हैं, तो काम को सही ढंग से करने के लिए उनमें फंक्शंस को, काम को डिवाइड कर दिया जाता है, और अलग अलग ग्रुप सेल्स के वो अलग अलग फंक्शन ले लेते हैं. इन ग्रुप्स को हम टिश्यूज़ बोलते हैं. और कुछ ग्रुप्स मिलकर जब एक क्या बोले यूनिट बना लेंगे, तब एक वो ऑर्गन बनेगा, और ऑर्गन्स मिलकर एक सिस्टम बनाते हैं. मतलब सेम फंक्शन वाले ऑर्गन्स मिलकर एक सिस्टम बनाते हैं जिनका एक काम होता है. फॉर एग्जांपल सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम में हमारा जो ऑर्गन है वो है हार्ट है, ठीक है. हमारे डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम स्टार्ट होता है फ्रॉम माउथ, देन स्टमक, then small intestine, then large intestine. So there are many organs which combine to form a system. Okay, so let's see what is the importance of tissues. First importance is that formation of tissues has brought about division of labor in multicellular organism. और मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म में टिश्यूज़ की वजह से लेबर डिवाइड हो जाता है, फंक्शंस, काम डिवाइड हो जाते हैं. टिश्यूज़ बिकम ऑर्गेनाइज्ड टू फॉर्म ऑर्गन्स, एंड ऑर्गन्स इनटू ऑर्गन सिस्टम, एज वी हैव स्टडीड इन दिस फिगर. टिश्यूज़ दे फॉर्म ऑर्गन्स, एंड ऑर्गन्स फॉर्म सिस्टम. वर्कलोड ऑफ इंडिविजुअल सेल has decreased due to the origin of tissues. So एक सेल पे पूरा काम नहीं आता, वर्कलोड डिवाइड हो जाता है. ओके, एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ इम्प्रूव्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, जब वर्कलोड डिवाइड होगा, सबके पास अपना अपना काम होगा, तो एक वेल ऑर्गेनाइज्ड बॉडी होगी, वेल ऑर्गेनाइज्ड ऑर्गेनिज्म होगा, तो उसकी एफिशिएंसी, काम करने की एफिशिएंसी बढ़ जाएगी. ओके, एंड द सर्वाइवल चांसेस उनके बढ़ जाएंगे. Okay, now one question is there: are plants and animals are made up of same tissues? Think it over. Are plants and animals made up of same tissues? Let's see. First point, it is written on this slide, is since animals are mobile, so they require more energy, hence more living tissues are required. क्योंकि एनिमल्स जो हैं मोबाइल होते हैं, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पर मूव कर सकते हैं, तो उनको ज़्यादा एनर्जी चाहिए, तो एनर्जी के लिए उनको लिविंग टिश्यूज़ ज़्यादा चाहिए. बट व्हाट हैपन्स इन प्लांट्स? सिंस प्लांट्स आर स्टेशनरी, मीन्स दे आर फिक्स्ड, they do not require much energy, hence more living tissues are not required. तो एक पॉइंट ये भी है कि प्लांट टिश्यूज़ और एनिमल टिश्यूज़, they are not same. Okay, what is the second point? Animals move from one place to another in search of food, shelter, etc. So they need more energy, and more tissues should be, living tissues should be there. Whereas in plants, most tissues provide structural strength. प्लांट्स एक ही जगह पे फिक्स रहते हैं, तो उनके टिश्यूज़ में क्या होना चाहिए, स्ट्रॉन्ग होने चाहिए, ताकि वो प्लांट को स्ट्रक्चरल स्ट्रेंथ दे सकें. सो मोस्ट ऑफ दीज टिश्यूज आर डेड and they provide mechanical strength as easily as the living ones and need less maintenance. So dead tissues को maintenance की ज़रूरत नहीं होती, लेकिन वो mechanical strength दे सकते हैं. Okay, for example you must have seen नारियल कितना hard होता है बाहर से. Okay, next, cell growth is uniformly distributed. In animals, the growth of cell is uniformly distributed, but in plants, the growth is limited to certain regions. अभी हम जैसे जैसे आगे पढ़ेंगे आप देखेंगे कि ग्रोथ इन प्लांट्स कुछ रीजन्स में होती है, टिप्स में होती है, लेटरल पोर्शन में होती है. कैसे होती है वो अभी हम नेक्स्ट सेशन में पढ़ेंगे. ओके. Structural organization of organs and organ system in animals is more specialized and complex. Oh yes, plants, animals में जो organs हैं और organ system हैं वो काफ़ी specialized होते हैं और complex होते हैं, इसलिए वहाँ पर special tissues चाहिए काम करने के लिए. Whereas in plants, the structural organization of organs is comparatively लेस कॉम्प्लेक्स. इतना वो सिंपल टिश्यूज़ हैं, सिंपल ढंग से काम वहाँ पर चल जाता है. सो डैट इज़ वाई ड्यू टू द डिफरेंस इन स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शन ऑफ प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स, they are made up of different types of tissues. So plants and animals, because of the difference in their structure and function, the plants and animals are made up of different types of tissues. So dear students, in the next session we will be studying about the plant tissues first. Then after completing the study of plant tissues, we will be switching over to the study of the animal tissue. So stay tuned. Bye bye. Thank you.